Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and in front of us is a cool group of silver coins. I purchased it from another dealer, and the way we did it is I paid them 1.3 times the melt value of the coins inside the bag, so I'll just pour it open. I know most of what's here because I had to get the melt value out, but I think it's some really neat stuff, and some of it's not really fully ID'd in terms of what year it is, but I think that there's some really neat material. So I'll give you a brief sponsor update, and we'll get right into the bag. This video is sponsored by Whatnot, a live streaming auctions and shopping app where I regularly sell coins and banknotes of all types, including US, world, errors, varieties, silver, gold, ancients, and more. And don't forget to use my link in the description to get a free $10 off on your first order on anything on the platform. Let's get into the video. So I can't say that I'm too surprised by a lot of the stuff that's going to be in here, but we'll just start with this 1944 one gulden from the Netherlands. We see Queen Wilhelmina there. I want to say it's 72% silver, and we've got the Acorn Privy. These were made in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Mint in the States because Germany had conquered the Netherlands by that point, so was a good thing for us to step in and do. The next coin after that looks like it's going to be a 1931, and here we see different privies. That's going to indicate this was produced within the boundaries of the Netherlands to begin with, was not a U.S. production. Then we've got the 1866 French 2 francs coin. I want to say it's probably 83.5% silver. And French Empire. We see Napoleon III. He originally, I think, was king, but then by 1852 had seized power again and was an emperor. So I believe that it was actually Napoleon's maybe nephew or something like that. Somebody in the comments correct me if I get that wrong. But the next one, I'm going to go for the ones in the flips, is a 25 pennia, 1894, probably from Finland, maybe? Let's see. I think that's what pennia is, but and it looks like could be like a Russian thing. It's got an imperial-looking crown, or maybe that's like Finnish, but has a lot of Russian influence because they do share a border up at the top northeast of Europe. So after that, we have this massive coin here, and it looks kind of proof-like. It says 2000 race, and it's going to be Brazilian. The decree of 1870, we'll see what year it actually is, 1889, and interesting surfaces on this one, reeded edge, and let's see, Petrus II, DG de Gratia, so by the grace of God, the Emperor. It reminds me of the British coins quite a bit, but anyways, a really neat larger silver coin. And then after that, we're going to have an 1849 2.5 gulden from the Netherlands. Now, a little bit of background. I was not sure if this coin was fake or not, and I'm still not sure, so I'm not going to even send it to one of my auctions or put it in a grab bag because I'm just not fully confident. I had some real experts look at it. Some thought it was fake, then others who were more familiar with World thought that it wasn't. Either way, it was probably ex-jewelry, and it would be a pretty key date if it in fact was good. So for now, it's going to be sitting in the personal collection, and we'll see what happens to it. After that, we've got this very not pretty looking coin, 1 florin 2 shillings from Australia, Advance Australia, 1927. But maybe that needs to be, I don't know if it would be acetoned off, but looks like somebody tried to scratch it off, and they put a big scratch into the center of the coin. So that's why, I wasn't paying so much over melt. After that, we see also another coin with a scratch here, Hidalgo, a 5 pesos coin, 1953, 72% silver from Mexico. I really like how they say exactly how many grams it is. I believe that probably comes out to pretty close to 20 grams of silver on the dot. We see a different design here also from 1953, the Año de Hidalgo, 180 years later after I assume his birth, maybe it's death. This one, a better state of preservation, but it's got a little bit of a corrosion spot up there. But anyways, I really like the World Silver, as you can tell, and it's really fun to buy a batch like this. We have a 50% silver sixpence, 1923, from George V. We also have a Canadian coin, it looks like 1919, 25 cents. Pretty worn, but good eye appeal there, and it looks like some remnants of old toning on the bottom. We've also got a Filipino 1 peso, 1947 S. At this point, the United States no longer had control of the Philippines, but still making coins for them. And here we see on the front the Philippines General Douglas MacArthur, Defender and Liberator. And, not the best strike, but a really cool coin. I may hold on to this one for my personal collection as well. That's the fun thing about dealing and collecting, is that you can buy groups of coins and resell some of them and hold on to others. We have a 100 pesetas coin here from Spain. 1967 is going to be the actual date, even though it says 66. You can see it in the stars, and we see Franco de Cadillo. Then we've got some more British silver here. Let's see. This one's from Australia again, both of these actually, and going to just be different designs because King George the Sixth, I believe, passes away in 36, and or 5th, and the 6th comes in the following year. Both of these are sterling silver, so even higher purity than the United States. Very interesting. Here we see a Japanese 50-cent coin, and I'm not exactly remembering what year it's from. If you have some help with the identification, I'm sure that I can do it before I go to sell it. But it's, a neat coin. Again, shows a lot of history, and I really like the silver aspect of it as well. After that, we've got a 1921 half crown from Great Britain. It's got a ding in the top, only going to be 50% silver, but larger silver coin there. Here's some more history. We have a 50 centavos from the Philippines, 1944S. Again, we're making currency for them over there, 75% silver. And then we have some Canadian 50 cents. Let's see if that's makes a trifecta of the evolution of the Canadian 50-cent piece. So 1918, it's got some hard hits on it and some cleaning, but then over here 1941 50 cents and 1964, and we'll look at the Emperor progression as well. Believe that's something else. Yeah, here we go. And it's George the Fifth, George the Sixth, and Queen Elizabeth. Or the monarchs, I should say, not emperor. After that, we've got this coin, which is going to be a 1952, I want to say, 1375 in the Islamic year, and it's going to be a 25, probably Kirsch or Piastres or something like that. A really neat find there, and I like the Arabic lettering. I always think it looks good on coins especially. And we've got a 1921 florin from Great Britain, 50% silver. Then we have a 91.7. They've marked it pretty clearly. I remember there was one other that had it marked. I think it was both of these, British India. Unfortunately, I think that this is going to have to get dipped off with some acetone or something, and I'll make a video when I do that, but not going to sell them as is. And 1943, 1918, I guess they know exactly what purity it is, but it's probably going to be pretty tough to build a collection when you write the metal purity. I think that's one of the most egregious things I've seen in a very long time in terms of how people have stored and treated their coins. After that, we've got these two. Oh man, another 1952 Australia shilling. Here's a 1921 crown. I guess if you're only in it from Great Britain, 50% as well for the silver content. But you would think that it would be obvious that you're destroying some of the value on the coin. Anyways, Cuban 90% silver, 20 centavos, 20 centavos from Cuba. And then 1918, 25 cents from Canada. Our second to last, our penultimate coin here is going to be a 1918, 25 cents World War I era from Wilhelmina. And then last but not least, we have this larger crown coin, 1937 from the Commonwealth of Australia. How cool is that? I'd never seen one of these crowns before this video, nor had I seen one of these in person, or this sort of cool 2.5 golden, and my favorite coin of the lot is probably this one, 1889 2000 race. But so much exciting stuff here, and again, I get to do these videos. I'm so thankful. I get to deal, I get to buy coins from people, and then I get to put some of it in my collection. I get to sell more of it on Whatnot, like that advert said. And I get to put it in grab bags and, do all sorts of things with the coins that I come across. So anyways, thanks so much. Great to, hang out on this video with y'all and go through my buys. Let me know how you think I did, if 1.3 times melt was a good price to pay, or if I did badly for myself. Always, appreciate any feedback you may have. So thanks so much, and I'll see you on some of my future videos. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Treasure Town, and get in touch with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out my website, treasuretowncoins.com, for news and updates related to the channel and collectibles in general. Lastly, there's a link tree in the description with links to all of my other sites as well as some affiliate links that can support the channel. But with that being said, have a great day and I'll hope to see you on some of my videos in the future.